Stay watching and I'll show you how these saved us in a burglary.
No, Paul, they didn't save you. They saved your dignity. And I hope it wasn't those specific ones, because this incident occurred over 10 years ago, and I really hope you're not still wearing 10-year-old underwear.
Who knows? But more of that later.
Let's jump in and talk motorhomes and security. Are aires safe? After hundreds of nights on aires, we can say that most aires are safe most of the time. But mostly safe is not quite the same as risk-free.
Some of the things to take into consideration. Foreign plates equals obvious tourists. Bikes on the racks, easy targets. Quiet vans can look empty. Motorway service aires can be worse than camping car aires. Meet Tara Bear, 62 kilograms of Newfoundland. Soft as a brush, daft as a brush, but boy, not to be messed with. You've waited this long, now let's get into that story. Normal night, no bad vibes, everything just seemed pretty normal. Then I heard Nikki.
What was that?
And before I knew it, with a dig in the ribs, I got up to see Tara Bear growling, standing at the door. Without thinking, I heard someone outside. Thinking nothing more of it, I opened the door and out bolted Tara. We're now in a situation where there was a robber outside. Someone had been trying to get in our van and had got the biggest shock they'd ever seen when a 62 kilogram Newfoundland come bolting out the door. Off they ran like I had never seen someone run before. Unfortunately for him, off Tara ran like I've never seen Tara run before. Me, armed with nothing on my feet and just these on my body, I gave chase. I wasn't chasing the burglar, I was chasing Tara. I was more worried about what Tara was going to do if Tara caught the burglar. I mean, at 62 kilograms, with that dog on you, who knows? She might have eaten him. Now, if you look at the position of Bitch and the citadel at Bitch, you can see it's like surrounded with a drop either side. And cleverly, the burglar had ran down the drop, followed by Tara, whilst I had tried to run down round the outside, still giving chase. The chase went on for about 500 metres or so. For a big dog like Tara, that was quite a long run. Just as we got through the bottom, the burglar had managed to get himself through gardens, over fences, through hedges, with Tara just crashing straight through behind him. Eventually, he reached a waiting car in the car park. Engine running, door open, in he jumped, and his partner in crime drove off at high speed. Tara was still giving chase. Eventually, I managed to catch her up because she got knackered. Grabbed hold of her collar, took her back up to the van with nothing on but these. These saved my dignity. I had no weaponry, no guns. I didn't even think what I was going to do if I caught a burglar. It wasn't on my mind. The only thing that was on my mind was catching the dog. Fortunately, we brought Tara back to the van, loaded her into a van, and she done what she's best at. She went straight back to sleep as if nothing had happened. There was no damage to the door. He didn't quite get that far, but clearly that was his intention.
When Paul came back and told me what had happened, I had to question what the thief thought was the most scary thing. Tara chasing after him, or Paul in his underpants.
Without doubt, having a dog and travelling with a dog or dogs can be the biggest deterrent from burglaries that you'll ever see. These two we miss terribly after all these years. They gave us so much reassurance when travelling, and we had such fun times.
Even now, Tara still travels with us, as does Betty.
So here are some of the tips that we use to make sure we try and stay safe. We never leave valuables inside the cab where they could just be grabbed through a window, grabbed through a door. It sounds basic, it really does, but we see it so often. And the reason you see it isn't because people are stupid or anything like that. It's because you're tired. You might have just arrived at night after a long drive. You might just have a glass of wine and off to bed you go. Do a little checklist of what to do before you go to bed.
Yep. If you have an alarm system, use it. Make sure all your external lockers are shut and locked, and make sure that your van is alarmed. Anything that's likely to scare a would-be thief off is worth having.
Stickers on the windows dictating you have an alarm. No thief, unless he's a psychopath, wants to actually meet someone in their van. That thief doesn't know who's in that van. It could be me. It could be me and Nikki.
Could be just me.
Or it could be Tyson Fury.
Another trick you can try is leaving a large dog water bowl outside your van. Our dog was the best security that we ever had. And the implication that there could be a large dog in the van, again, could be enough of a deterrent.
Bikes. If you carry bikes on the back of your motorhome because you don't have a garage, then make sure they're alarmed in some way. But you can, if you've got an alarm like we have, you can have a loop made which goes around your bikes. So again, your alarm goes off if someone tries stealing your bikes. So one of the latest scams that we've seen, and this goes across the continent, I've heard this happening in both France and in Spain recently, is where people have been broken into and they've had their wallet snatched, say, or their purse snatched, and they've had money in their purse, maybe just 30 euros. What's happened is the thief has left the wallet outside the motorhome without the money inside. This makes you think when you get out that, oh, I've got my purse, or I've still got my wallet. Oh, it's got all my cards in it. They just took that £30. How horrible of them. And you go about your journey. Only to later get home and find what the thieves have done is they photographed the front and the back of your card, and they have had an absolute dream day on the internet. One last tip is we always leave something that, if we are broken into, makes the thief looks like he's got something quick and easy, and off he goes.
In our expired credit cards with all different numbers from closed accounts that just happen to have been left in a purse or a wallet that's fairly easy to see but not too obvious. He thinks he's made his day, off he goes with that, and he gets nothing.
And my blood donor card.
So he knows what blood group you are.
He'll know
Marvellous.
what blood group I are. And these incidences are rare. They happen, but they're rare. Don't overthink it. Just stick with the same thing that you think of in your head. If I arrive, does it feel safe?
And if it doesn't, move on.
Move on.
Don't let one negative experience of ours put you off. Aires are a great way to travel and park up around France. Travel brave and park smart.
Travel brave and park smart. And one thing I would say, make sure you're wearing the best underpants that you've got when you go to bed. Because if you have to chase a burglar, you don't want a pair of old Y-fronts.
Definitely.
If you want real motorhome life, honest,
Messy,
subscribe to our channel. Come on our journey with us. We love having you along.
yeah, it's great.